Today, Operation Antispruik, Tasmania in July 2025. Hi again, it's Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics, well, latest post covering finance and property news. Yes, we're back with more anti-spruiks thanks to Cookie Boy. There is a really important conversation to be had here at the granular level about what's really happening to property prices. Now, if you'd like to get more information about how we do our analysis, you can check out our show from this week where I went into our methodology and went through the high-level results from our modeling. And also, if you're interested in getting a one-to-one conversation about a particular suburb, you can find the information there or in the links below. Anyway, let's get on with the analysis. Today, looking at Tasmania. And unfortunately, a lot of the spruiking that's going on at the moment is misleading. So today we're going to take a look at Tasmania. And the Apple Isle, of course, is a bit of a leading indicator in some ways as to what may be happening in other parts of the country. According to Catality, the numbers in June were that Hobart dwelling values were down by 0.2%, but over the quarter up 0.9%, and over the year dwelling values rose by 2%. They also note that Hobart dwelling values are down 10.2% below the record high that was seen back in March 2022. And in fact, this chart does show the recent travail with regard to house prices in and around Hobart. But of course, it doesn't tell you the broader story of Tasmania. So what we're going to do today is to look at specific locations where property prices are on the market, and especially where we are seeing property prices being reduced. Those asking prices are quite important, of course. Now, a couple of caveats here. The first is we are reliant on the asking prices as reported in the property portals. They can be misleading sometimes, not least because, of course, they don't necessarily tell a true story. But the other is that when you overlay my data from my core market model, you can also start to see some interesting correlations between price movements and some of the broader data. So we're going to bring some of that in as well. And in fact, we're going to spend time looking at more than 25 different postcodes across Tasmania as we deep dive into this rather important conversation. And put your comments below. If you like this type of show, we probably can do some more. Cookie has plenty of data. I just need the time to make the show. Anyway, let's start by looking at the first postcode, and that is actually going to be postcode 7000. Of course, includes suburbs like Glebe and Hobart itself, and also Mount Stewart, North Hobart, and West Hobart. And the first observation here is there is some mortgage stress, quite a lot of rental stress, and there's a combination of houses and units, but mostly houses in the area. I'd also make the point that from my scenarios, we don't see much positive growth in property prices in this area, even in the best case scenario. Now, if we look at this particular one in North Hobart, this is a house with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It's been listed for 112 days, and it's now dropped from 1,380,000 on the 4th of the 4th to 1,298,000 plus on the 17th of May 2025. Here's another one. This is actually a unit listed 257 days ago on the 18th of October 2024. 3 beds, 2 baths, and the price was listed on the 14th of January 2025 at 3.3 million, but now it's listed on the 18th of April at 2.95 million. Here's another one. This is actually in Glebe. This is a property with 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's a house, of course. And it was listed 132 days ago on the 20th of February 2025. And on the 2nd of April, it was on at offers over 1.1 million, compared with the previous price of offers over 1.3 million. So quite a movement there. And here's another one, again in postcode 7,000 in Hobart itself. Listed 91 days ago. It's a house, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms on 358 square meters. On the 2nd of April, it was offers over 1.65 million, but on the 17th of May, dropped to offers over $1.59 million. And here's another one, this time in Mount Stewart, listed 50 days ago on the 13th of May 2025. It's a house with 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 915 square meters. Offers over 1.1 million on the 7th of June 2025, but now on the 11th of June, offers over 995,000. So again, quite a substantial drop. And here's another one in Hobart. It's a flat, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 206 square meters, listed 250 days ago on the 25th of October 2024. Originally for 1.7 million, that's on the 5th of January 2025, but now 1.45 million on the 18th of March 2025. And another one, again in postcode 7,000, this time North Hobart. It's an apartment, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it was listed on the 15th of February at $1.95 to $2 million. Now on the 16th of April, offers over 1.8 million. Now we're going to postcode 7004, which obviously includes Battery Point and also South Hobart. I'd highlight here that mortgage stress is quite high. 66% of those with a mortgage have cash flow issues, despite the fact that average taxable incomes are relatively high. 60% of the properties here are houses, but there are some units too. And unfortunately ahead, I don't see much in the way of property price growth. So in Battery Point here, this house was listed 224 days ago on the 20th of November 2024 for 1.5 million. That was on the 2nd of January, actually, 2025. And now on the 18th of March, it was dropped to 1.395 million plus. This one at Battery Point is a house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, listed 139 days ago on the 13th of February 2025, and originally at 1.495 million, but on the 1st of April 2025, on at 1.375 million. Now going to postcode 7005. This includes Sandy Bay and the University of Tasmania. And here again, you can see that there is a degree of mortgage stress. Average taxables are a little higher than some other parts of the country, but nevertheless, the disposable monthly income is quite high, 38% on the average mortgage, more than $2,600 a month. And rentals are also very high too, so rental stress is showing up there. Looking at the property mix, 69% are houses, but there are some units for types of property too. And unfortunately, again, I'm not seeing much prospective price growth in this particular area. So in 7005, here is a house listed on a 690 square plot with 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, listed 92 days ago on the 1st of April 2025. And on the 2nd of April, offers over 2.95 million. But on the 7th of April, it was then reduced to offers over 2.5 million. Here's another one in Sandy Bay, listed 63 days ago on the 30th of April 2025. It's a house, 730 squares, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. On the 5th of May 2025, offers over 1.49 million. But on the 2nd of July 2025, offers over 1.39 million. And another one in the same postcode in Sandy Bay, an apartment listed 126 days ago on 26th of the 2nd, 2025. Originally at $3.65 million, but now on the 18th of March dropped to $3.345 million. Yet another one in postcode 7005, listed 113 days ago on the 11th of March 2025. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms on 740 squares. Originally at $1.545 million, but on the 4th of May 2025 reduced to $1.45 plus million. And one more in the same area, this time in Sandy Bay. This was listed 483 days ago at over $2.9 million. And now it's on the market as at the 12th of March 2025, offers over $2.1 million. It's a house on 1,184 squares with 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. And another one in Sandy Bay, listed 226 days ago on the 18th of November 2024. It's a house on 816 squares with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. On the 3rd of January 25, it was on at 2.75 million. Now it's on at 2.55 million plus. That's on the 22nd of February 2025. And another one on postcode 7005, listed 84 days ago. It's a house on 897 squares with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Expressions of interest above 4.3 million on the 19th of April 2025, and now at 3.5 to 3.75 million as at the 24th of April 2025. Going to postcode 7015 now, which includes Gelston Bay, Lindisfarne and Rose Bay. And again, I'll highlight that there are considerable numbers of households in mortgage stress and rental stress here, mostly houses. And it's also worth noting that my scenarios are that prices are likely to stay a little lower ahead, even in the best case scenario. So in this particular postcode 7015, here's a house listed 97 days ago on 4,662 squares with 6 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. On the 5th of June 2025, it was over at 1.3 million, but on the 24th of June 2025, offers over 1.195 million. Postcode 7018, which includes Bellerive and Mornington. Again, significant mortgage stress in the area, and I'd also highlight the fact that it's mostly houses. The average taxable income is reasonably okay, but a large proportion is going on the mortgage or the rent, and property prices are expected to fall further over the next few months. Here's an example of a property, a house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, listed 119 days ago on the 5th of March 2025. On the 19th of March, offers over 1.385 million, but now on the 18th of April, offers over 1.25 million. Another one here listed 193 days ago on the 20th of December 2024. It's a house on 1,000 squares plus 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. On the 29th of December 2024, it was listed at 2.1 million, but now on the 28th of February, it was reduced at $1.85 million. Postcode 7023. I'll highlight this is a low count, by the way, so just be a little bit careful with some of this data. And in this particular postcode, listed 163 days ago on the 20th of the 1st, 2025, it's a house, 390 squares, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. On the 13th of March, it was on at 1.15 million. Prior to that, it was on at $1.25 million on the 21st of January 2025. Postcode 7050, including Kingston. And again, we see significant amounts of mortgage stress in the area. A lot of houses, by the way, as well. And unfortunately, again, we expect prices to continue to drift lower in this area. This is an example of a house listed 91 days ago on the 2nd of April 2025. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 4,775 square meters. On the 5th of April 2025, offers over 1.1 million. But on the 1st of May, offers over 965,000. Now we're going to postcode 7109. And again, I'll highlight high levels of mortgage and rental stress in this area. So the expectation is that prices will continue to slide. Incomes levels are lower here as well, by the way. And if you look at this particular area, here's one, 7109. It's a house listed 128 days ago on the 24th of February 2025. On the 26th, it was on at 1.285 million. On the 28th of March, it was dropped to 1.15 million. Another one in the same postcode, listed 138 days ago on the 14th of February 2025. It's a house on 1.84 acres with 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. On the 14th of February, negotiations over 1.275 million. Now, a near offer of about 1.195 on the 7th of April 2025. Another one in the same area, listed 245 days ago on the 30th of October 2024. It's a house on 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on a large plot. And you can see here, offers over 2 million on the 15th of January 2025, but now reduced, offers over 1.5 million on the 12th of April 2025. Another one in the same postcode, 7109, listed 701 days ago on the 1st of August 2023. It's a house, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms on 20.52 hectares. Offers over 2 million on the 2nd of January 2025, but now reduced on the 17th of May 2025 to offers over 1.85 million. Same postcode again, listed 86 days ago on the 7th of April 2025. It's a house on 42.62 hectares, 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and lots of car parking space. On the 7th of April 2025, it was on at 1.65 million EIO. And now it's on with an expression of interest over 1.39 million on the 18th of May 2025. Now we're going to postcode 7150. Notice there's a little less mortgage stress here, but the rental stress is very high, and it's mostly houses. Here is a property listed 336 days ago on the 31st of July 2025. It's a house on 8,165 squares, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. On the 5th of January 2025, it was on at 1.15 million. On the 2nd of July 2025, it's now on at 990,000, or offers over. Postcode 7172 in South Tasmania. Again, high levels of mortgage stress and expectations of more price falls ahead. Here's an example of a property listed 429 days ago on the 29th of April 2024. It's a farm on 80 hectares. 3.2 million on the 3rd of January 2025, now 2.8 million on the 20th of February 2025. Postcode 7173. Again, significant levels of stress in this area, including Carlton and Fawcett and Lewisham. And looking at examples here, a property listed 245 days ago on the 30th of October 2024. It's a house on 40.34 hectares, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. On the 3rd of January 2025, offers over 1.95 million. On the 7th of January 2025, down to 1.795 million. Postcode 7190. again with high levels of mortgage and rental stress. It's a low count though, so a little bit of caution with the data. Nevertheless, stress is very high and we are seeing probably more falls in property in this area. Here's an example listed 131 days ago on the 21st of February 2025. It's a house on 785 squares, 3 beds, 3 baths, on at 1.45 million on the 23rd of February 2025, on the 3rd of May 2025, on at 1.295 million. Another one in the same area listed 278 days ago, 27th of September 2024. It's a house on 4,105 squares, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, originally on at 2,498,000 on the 25th of the 3rd 2025, but now at 2.2 million on the 24th of May 2025. Another one in the same postcode listed 789 days ago on the 5th of May 2023. It's a house on a very large plot, 3 beds, 3 baths, and you can see here, price range was originally 4.95 million on the 5th of January 2025, now 4.5 million plus on the 30th of May 2025. Here's a postcode, 7215. It's a low count, so a bit cautious with the data here. But here's an example listed 260 days ago on the 15th of October 2024. It's a house on 1,000 squares, 4 beds, 2 baths. On the 1st of March 2025, it was offers 1.1 to 1.2 million. Now offers over 1.095 million on the 27th of June. Another one in the same postcode, listed 442 days ago on the 16th of April 2024. It's a house on just over 1,000 squares, 3 bed, 1 bath. Offers over 1.25 million on the 29th of December 2024. Now on the 14th of May 2025, offers over 1.05 million. Now looking at 7216, again another low count, but high levels of stress nevertheless. And here's an example listed 964 days ago on the 11th of November 2022. It's a house on 15.9 hectares, 3 beds, 2 baths, originally at 2.5 million on the 23rd of June 2023, reduced to 1.8 million on the 6th of October 2024. Another example in postcode 716, this time listed 952 days ago on the 23rd of November. It's a house on 25,500 squares, 3 beds, 1 bath. Best offer over 1.3 million on the 5th of January 2025. Now on the 15th of February, reduced to a best offer of a 1.2 to 5 million. Postcode 7216, listed 190 days ago on the 24th of December 2024. It's a house on 1,401 squares, 4 beds, 2 baths. On the 21st of January 2025, on at 1.495 million. Now on the 13th of February 2025, on at 1.395 million. Another one in postcode 7216, listed 456 days ago on the 2nd of April 2024. It's a house on 8,498 squares, 4 beds, 2 baths. On the 22nd of February 2025, on at 1.175 million. Now on the 28th of April 2025, on at 1,050,000. Another one in the same postcode, listed 373 days ago on the 24th of June 2024. It's a house on 1,295 squares, 5 beds, 2 baths. And here you can see on the 9th of January 2025, it was on at 1.15 million. But on the 27th of February 2025, on at 975,000. Another one in the same area, listed 229 days ago on the 15th of November 2024. It's a house on just over 1,000 squares, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Best offer over 1.75 million on the 29th of December 2024. Now on the 29th of April 2025, 1.495. Postcode 7250 is around Launceston. And again, high levels of stress here and relatively low taxable income. Mostly houses, but some units. Listed 205 days ago on the 9th of December 2024. It's a house on just over 2,000 squares, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Offers over 1.75 million on the 29th of December 2024, but now on the 27th of March 2025, offers over 1.6 million. Same postcode, East Launceston. 406 days ago, it was listed on the 22nd of May 2024. It's a house on 1,600 squares, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Best offer over 1.55 million on the 13th of March 2025. Now 1.45 million on the 29th of May 2025. Another one in the same postcode. Listed 225 days ago on the 30th of September 24. It's a house, 2,142 squares, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. Best offer over 1.2 million on the 5th of January 2025. Now on the 12th of February 2025, best offer over 995,000. Next is postcode 7252. Again, a low count postcode, so a little bit of caution required, but mostly houses. And here's an example 83 days ago on the 10th of April 2025. It was listed. It's a house on 3,778 squares, 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. On the 20th of April 2024, it was on at 1.295 million, but now 1.2 million. Listed 128 days. This property is a house on 6,635 squares, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It was listed on the 24th of February 2025. Offers over 1.65 million. On the 26th of May, it was reduced to offers over 1.499 million. Postcode 7258, and again, the low count, so caution on the numbers. This is a property listed 107 days ago on the 25th of 2nd, 2025. It's a house on 2.26 hectares, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Originally on at 1.6 million on the 14th of March 2025, now 1.38 million on the 30th of April 2025. Here's another property listed 238 days ago on the 6th of November 2024. It's a house on 1.08 hectares, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Offers over 1.95 million on the 29th of December 2024. Now best offers over 1.75 million on the 12th of February 2025. Postcode 7263, again a low count. High levels of stress though, and very little expectation of price growth from my scenarios. Here's an example listed 236 days ago on the 8th of November 2024. It's a specialist farm, has a gross rental yield of 0.61%. Originally on at 12 million, now it's on at 7 million. Postcode 7275, again another low count area. Here's an example listed 152 days ago on the 31st of January 2025. It's a house on 5,579 squares, 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Offers over 1.25 million on the 20th of February 2025. Now offers over $1 million on the 20th of May 2025. Postcode 7304, Elizabethtown. Here there is less stress and potentially therefore more momentum in prices, possibly. Here's an example, postcode 7304, listed 436 days ago on the 22nd of April 2024. It's a house on 517 squares, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. On the 31st of December, it was on at 1.15 million. On the 15th of April 2025, reduced to offers over 950,000. Postcode 7307. Again, lower levels of stress, mostly houses, so some potential upside. Postcode 7307 listed 141 days in this example on the 11th of February 2025, offers over 7 million on the 19th of March 2025. It's a rural property. Now offers over 5.5 million on the 4th of April 2025. Another one in the same area, listed 331 days ago on the 5th of August 2024. It's a house on 61,000 squares, 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Best offer over 1.299 million on the 16th of January 2025. Now best offer over 1.199 million on 26th of April 2025. Postcode 7310. Again, relatively interested situation here. Low levels of stress, some potential upside, mostly houses, but the disposable monthly income relative to mortgage is still quite high. This is Devonport, listed on the 23rd of October 2024. That's 252 days ago. It's a house on 2,611 squares, 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, originally on at 1.175 million. Now, on the 10th of April 2025, somewhere between 975,000 and 995,000. Another one in the same area, listed 174 days ago. On the 9th of January 2025, it's a house on 307,000 squares, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. On the 15th of January 2025, on at 2.4 to 2.7 million. Now on the 19th of March, offers over 2.3 million. Same postcode, listed 212 days ago. On the 2nd of December 2024, it's a house on 1,184 squares, 8 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. Offers over 1.6 million on the 7th of January 2025. Now on the 18th of February 2025, 1.45 million. Postcode 7315 in the greater Devonport area. Some mortgage stress, but still some potential upside potentially. Postcode 7315, listed 392 days ago on the 5th of June 2024. It's a house on 460 squares, 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Originally on at 1.25 million on the 7th of January 2025. Now 999,000 on the 17th of April 2025. Another one, it's a new home, listed 506 days ago on the 12th of February 2024. It's acreage in a semi-rural environment, 9.39 hectares. 2.1 million negotiable on the 13th of February 2024. Now 1.7 million on the 21st of June 2024. Postcode 7316. Again, small amounts of upside potential here, but some rental stress. And interestingly, mostly houses, again, as you perhaps expect. Here's an example, listed 71 days ago on the 22nd of April 2025. It's a house on 2,309 squares, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. 25th of April 2025 on at 1.4 million. But on the 27th of June, it was reduced to offers over 989,000. Another one in a similar area, listed 239 days ago on the 5th of November 2024. It's a house on 10,700 squares, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. On the 7th of January 2025, was on at 1.475 million, now at 1.35 million. That was changed on the 4th of April 2025. Another one, same area, 177 days ago, listed on the 6th of January 2025. It's a house on 37,500 squares, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. On the 8th of January 2025, on at 1.68 million. Now on the 30th of March 2025 at 1.48 million. Listed 355 days ago, this house on 207,000 squares, 9 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, was listed on the 12th of February 2025 at 2.3 million, reduced on the 4th of May 2025 to 2.2 million. That was on last year, of course. It may have been reduced prior to that. This one, listed 196 days ago on the 18th of December 2024, was on at 3.5 million on the 3rd of January 2025. Now on the 11th of April 2024, 2.8 million. It's rural on 96.59 hectares. Postcode 7325. Not that much stress, so potentially some upside in this area, mostly houses again. Listed 322 days ago. On the 14th of August 2024, its acreage in a semi-rural environment, 3.84 hectares. On the 3rd of January 2025, 2.2 million. On the 13th of March 2025, 1.95 million. Another example, 506 days ago, on the 12th of February 2024, a specialist farm on 37.63 hectares, 1.95 million on the 3rd of January 2025. Now, best offer over 975,000 on the 20th of February 2025. Postcode 7330, up in northern Tasmania. Lots of mortgage stress in this area. More price falls expected, I think, from my scenarios. Mostly houses. Here's an example in Scotchtown, listed 490 days ago on the 28th of February 2024. It's a house on 8.09 hectares. 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. On the 5th of January 2025, 1.8 million. On the 10th of May 2025, 1.7 million. And there you have it. That's a bit of a rundown of what we're seeing. So a couple of observations. Clearly, there's a lot of mortgage stress in Tasmania. A lot of incomes have not been growing very fast. Prices are still quite extended relative to income. Secondly, there is a lot of specialist property, large acreage property and properties away from the mainstream, which perhaps have very limited appeal. But thirdly, the trajectory of prices would suggest to me to continue to be going slowly sideways and down a number of areas. So despite the very small rise that Catality highlighted in the latest data, just remember that prices are still significantly off tops, and my scenario suggests that there's more downside available to prices. So probably no urgency to buy in the area. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting, and let me know in the comments below if you find this format of use. If so, we have a lot more data for a lot more areas of Australia, and we can certainly do some more Antispruik videos. The takeaway from all this, though, is don't believe the top line data. You need to go granular, because you can see here that there are considerable changes and variations down in the individual property areas. This is Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.